What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Dazn. Dazn is officially the #1 sports application in the world. In the world. Not the US, but the world overall. Okay? Now, what does that mean for Dazn US? It's a good sign. We have 2.4 million subscribers in America right now. But overall, Dazn is better than ESPN and all the others. Okay? Now, that should shine a light on things. And let's do a little backtrack, a little rewind on when Eddie Hearn pitched this idea to America with Dazn. And it was so crazy around the same time. I don't know if they got the stigma because of, what was going on at the time with Deontay and with Anthony, with the failed negotiations. And then, of course, this was launched at the same time in the middle of last year. And I guess that was the incentive for the fans of Wilder to diss or dump or shit on the idea, really, of a Dazn or of a app like Dazn being acceptable here in the States. Actually watching it, actually for them being successful as far as people subscribing to it. Because it was $10 a month, and it's still really $10 a month. Now you have to buy it in a different way, $99 a year. So you're looking at $99 a year for $25 less. You can watch one fight, or should I say one card, on a pay-per-view here, which doesn't even compare when you look at it financially from a business standpoint, And it was crazy that to this day, I just did a video yesterday, hours ago, of Deontay refusing to download the app. But we all know what type of weight they're bringing. Of course, Dazn, while I'm here, Dazn has decided to cut their budget back a bit. Why? Because if they're the #1 app in the world, they can afford to be less aggressive with the market here. Because you still have more and more people joining Dazn. It's just now the people that didn't get in don't really fit in, if you get what I'm saying. See, a lot of people that either shitted on the idea, too apprehensive, too loyal, which is idiotic, to the idea of fighting on the Dazn app and not really seeing where boxing and where sports overall will go, where the power of streaming will influence and will be a reality, right? Like right now, to this day. See, anybody with brains, Canelo seen it. Team Canelo saw it, right? Joshua saw it. A lot of people are seeing it. And then now it's looking like the opportunities for those mega contracts are falling through the cracks. So a lot of these people that want to stay over there and hold on to that business model, okay, that platform of pay-per-view, yeah, we can make money on this end, and they're looking at Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, something that it was the biggest crash and burn ever in the history. Millions of people bought that fight. But what we learned in one night with 4.6 million pay-per-view buys, we learned that for $100 a pop HD, the fight was very, very disappointing. It wasn't worth what you thought or what we paid for. Okay? And for that reason, that's why people have ran or alluded to the idea of Fire Stick, illegal streams, doing those type of tactics. Why? Because they don't want to be messed around. You know, these people don't want to be messed around. So why would someone pay $100? And then what gets me, the same people that don't pay the $100, that's saying Dazn is trash, they don't pay for their own pay-per-view. So you can't really, that's like someone talking about the government and don't vote. Why are you talking about the government if you don't even participate anything in the government as far as your vote? That's the same thing for people that talk about, oh, Dazn's trash, don't get Dazn. Well, you don't get anything if you're watching it illegally. You're just trying to watch something without paying for it. So you're really stealing. But I get it. If you feel like you're getting robbed, okay, that's the next opportunity. I still want to watch this fight. So guess what? You have an app like Dazn that's giving you more cards, twice as many cards. And this is just boxing alone. We're not talking about the other sports. It's a sports app, not a boxing app. And I've been telling people this. The pay-per-view model, and people want to run the pay-per-view like it's all, you know, it's just the thing to do. It's like going to the theater to them, but it's not. They had to report illegal streams to justify the fact of people wanting to watch a fight. You're just showing us that people are not buying pay-per-view. More people watched it illegally than the people that actually paid for it. What does that tell you? That tells you that they're tired of paying high prices like Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, right? They're tired of it. So if they want to watch fights and you want to watch them anytime, right? Pass the live stream of it. Get Dazn for $10 a month. That's why it's so profitable now. In America, we still have a good deal versus, you know, around the world. So it's just like the boxer's opportunity to get big contracts. You have a window of time, of opportunity to get in, right? Join Dazn. Are these fighters getting these big contracts? Or it's going to change, because what happens in business? We don't need your subscribers no more. We've reached our goals. Now it's time to boop, 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 boop. Right? But if you got in early, your shit could be locked in, grandfathered even. You know? They honor a certain amount of dollars because of the people that were like, you know what? I like this app. I'm going to give this app a shot. Right? So that's what it is. But for it being the #1 app in the world, for things to change and evolve the way it's going, I told you guys this would happen. If you look at my old videos about Dazn, I told you this would be the business model. And here it is. Okay? So for everyone that wanted it to fail, you didn't want to see boxing or whatnot. And even the people that shit on the idea of Dazn are now, oh, like Dazn, I'm an affiliate. But before you were talking, I don't think it's going to work. Eddie Hearn, because see, Eddie Hearn was the representative. And people that didn't like Eddie Hearn, a lot of people didn't like Eddie Hearn. For one, they didn't know him. For two, he wasn't black. Okay, so that was one of the main reasons that people did not want to identify with that app, because that app identified with Eddie Hearn. Okay? And then, of course, Eddie Hearn with his fighter, Anthony Joshua, you know, those type of things created haters and skepticism. So, you know, that's what we had. But as of now, you can't deny the numbers, okay? And they're growing. People are going to eventually wake up, see that this is affordable, and say, hey, you know what? HBO's out of business completely, okay? So we're going with this, right? So anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Dazn being the #1 sports app in America. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.